We're doing a mini energy drink today. We have a Pilates class at 9:50, and that's kind of late for me. I didn't know what to do with myself all morning, so I posted a reel and a TikTok and a short. I stretched and watched some YouTube, and here I am. But it was nice. It was fun to enjoy a slow morning. Okay, pro tip. For those of you that have to have some kind of lip product on at all times, like me, I feel like I look naked without some kind of color on my lips. Lip tints are the way to go. Most natural way to do it, in my opinion, is kind of like a lip liner, like so. Let it dry. It literally takes a second and my lips have a little bit of a flush to them, and it's not like a bold, bright lip tint. It's just a very natural little flush.
So you just finished Pilates
and we're done. Hey guys, we are interrupting the vlog with today's sponsor, Skims. It is absolutely no secret that I am a huge fan of Skims. I've been wearing Skims for years now. And I am at a point now where I just cannot stop spreading the good news of Skims. I've become utterly obsessed with everything Skims. I have their bras, I have their underwear. This is one of their t-shirts. I'm literally wearing their bra right now as well as their underwear. Specifically though, the Fits Everybody collection. The fabric is butter. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's your classic brief, a thong, a bra, a bralette. All of it feels like butter to your skin, and it feels so comfortable to the point where you don't even think about it. You forget you're wearing it. The biggest testament I could say about Skims is when I travel, that is the bra and underwear set I will be wearing. No question about it. On days like that, you don't have time to feel uncomfortable. And then a side note to the undies is I work out in them as well. The absolute worst thing on the planet is wearing a cute pair of leggings and it being ruined by a clear outline of your thong. And that's why the Fits Everybody collection from Skims is incredible, because no underwear lines. This line is an absolute game changer, and I swear I'll never go back. I do have a few faves. The bra I'm wearing right now is the push-up bra. It's absolutely perfect. It's a great shape, it's padded, and it gives you just enough of a lift. Nothing too crazy, but just enough. Just the right amount. I live in the unlined demi bra and the scoop bralette. They're so comfortable, they're so soft. Again, I don't feel them, it feels like second skin. And then as far as the undies, the dipped thong is the way to go. I think it's way more flattering, kind of like bathing suits that kind of go down a little bit and come up, that like V shape. That's what it gives you in the best way. It's an effortless, comfortable, sexy, and I live for it. So click the link in my description and check out the Fits Everybody collection, available in sizes XXS to 4X. And we love the inclusivity. Plus, you can get free shipping on orders over $75, which is so easy to do because I guarantee you're gonna want one of everything. So we love the free shipping. And then after you place your order, it would mean the world to me if you let them know that I sent you, that you heard about them from me. Simply click YouTube in the survey and be sure to click my channel in the menu that follows. So thank you for that, and happy shopping. If you want to make a truly amazing scramble, here's what you need. It's only one thing. It's from Trader Joe's. I'm so sorry if you don't live near a Trader Joe's, but if you do, go find the feta pepper drop and olive antipasto. It's incredible. It's so good, and you literally make it just like you would feta eggs. If you've seen the feta egg trend on TikTok, then you know what I'm talking about. You just like put it on the pan, let it cook for a little bit, get kind of like crispy, the cheese, like let it get kind of brown, and then you add your eggs. It is mouth-wateringly good. It is absolutely wild to me how fast time goes by these days. I blink and it's like 1 p.m. time to eat. Today I think was extra hard because I did a 9:50 workout, which normally I'm done by then. I brought Lexi to this Pilates class for the first time, and she's definitely more of a like noon workouter, so this was like a good middle ground time for both of us, and also just like one of the only ones available. The studio is always packed first thing in the morning, which is so frustrating, which actually means I should probably book next week's class now, a week in advance. Today is a very exciting day. We are doing a pod swap with Pretty Basic, so I'm going to take some time to find some really good emails to read on our pod with them on there. Hands down, my toxic trait is not being able to leave the house, go anywhere without having like a little treat. We all saw this coming. The Spice Nola is no longer at Blue Bottle. It is a seasonal thing, which we were aware of, but I'm already regretting not getting it enough this year. However, Blue Bottle came out with a new flavor, Nola. It's a saffron vanilla Nola, which sounds intriguing. This is gonna be my first time trying it. I should have just got a regular Nola. I don't think I like it. I'm so sad. No? The girls. Hi. The girls. Hello. There she is. Come on, Chloe. It's not a Spice Nola.
What's it called?
This is called a saffron vanilla latte.
Saffron?
Yeah, like the spice.
What is that taste?
The saffron. The hint of saffron is not. Yeah.
Can we go to Apparel? Or?
Yeah. This is the best part about having a sister. Anyone who self-tans
gets your back.
Who gets your back, exactly. And a sister has to oblige. That's just part of it. Yeah.
Like when you ask me, I'm like, I have to because you do me.
Yeah,
like
I always say yes, so you always have to say yes.
And then because I always say yes, you're like, oh my god, I gotta return the favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what I'm doing, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go tan her. Sorry guys, let me end this call.
Exactly. The winter gloom has got me wanting summer, and this has been fixing it lately. Some groceries. I recently have started Instacarting again, which is so convenient. I don't do it all the time, but I have been doing it once a week so far for all of January. So there is that. I don't get like everything, absolutely everything. Specifically where I go is Sprouts. I love Sprouts. I used to go to Sprouts all the time when I lived in Orange County. I don't live near one anymore, so I specifically only Instacart from Sprouts. So let's do a fun little just Instacart haul, shall we? This popcorn, specifically this flavor, it's coconut oil and pink Himalayan sea salt. Incredible. Siete lime tortilla chips. The best. And I've actually never tried these before, but these are the Siete almond flour tortillas. And I'm very excited to try it. I love Siete. I love everything that they have ever put out. I love all of their food. It's always so good. We got some eggs because we were out. Just gonna check and make sure nothing cracked on the way here. Ah, A+ for Instacart. This is random, but it popped up and it's a birthday cake protein bar, and birthday cake is my absolute favorite flavor. Nut Thins are the superior cracker, in my opinion. I've been very obsessed with these Carbonaut gluten-free bagels. They're the seeded herb and garlic bagels. They have 3 grams of net carbs, which is very low. Keto certified, gluten-free certified, non-GMO, all the good things. I have been on a bone broth hot chocolate cake, and I don't know that I've actually shown it in the vlog, so later tonight, I will show you guys my recipe I've been using. I have always wanted to be a bone broth girly and couldn't do it, but I finally found one that I'm obsessed with, and I do add extra chocolate to it, and that does mask the flavor, and that is a win, in my opinion. I got 2 avocados, and I was really hoping that they would be ripe, they're not. And then last but not least, I got Stumptown coffee roasters. I got the Holler Mountain blend. This is a creamy caramel blend for my Breville because I'm out of beans. And that's my Sprouts haul for you guys. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, then you probably don't see, but I have been doing really well consistency-wise, because I told you guys my word for this year is consistent. I've been doing really well at consistently uploading content that is finally, I think, more me on socials. And I think it actually started last year when I did half of my Vlogmas on vertical format. That's Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I think it finally got me into a flow and into a rhythm of like how I want my vertical content to look, and I'm actually really proud of it. I've been taking more time to like actually edit it on my computer instead of doing it through my phone, which mentally I'm like, oh, it's so much easier on my phone. I don't even have to think about it, but it takes a lot longer on my phone. It's so much easier for me to just transfer it onto my laptop and edit it there. Something I did enjoy about Vlogmas was telling you guys to like comment a camera if you came from my YouTube channel. I would love to keep that up so I can actually like chat with you guys who I'm like closest with. So if you're ever on Instagram or TikTok or Shorts, comment a camera, because then I know that you're the real one, and I'll be sure to chat with you guys. I am just beyond tired. I did a berries class. This is my second berries class this month, and oh my god, is it exhausting. As you guys know, I'm trying to become a runner, and I've been running mostly around my neighborhood, but also on, you know, treadmills at the gym or the treadmill here. I am starting to enjoy it a lot, but I took a berries class 2 weeks ago, and it was tough. Like running was like, oh, I was like out of breath, like couldn't really catch up. Whatever numbers they were suggesting, I was doing like the lowest one. And then I did a berries class today, and I did so much better. The running was not that hard, and I was finding myself doing the medium option instead of the smallest option. I think that's growth, and I'm very excited for myself because what an accomplishment. I've literally been running for over 3 weeks now, and even though I wouldn't say that I love it, I'm doing it, and that's crazy. Guys, I'm so in shock. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I realized recently that my headphones, my like over-the-ear headphones, my Bose ones, I've had them for probably 5 years now, maybe 6. They're kind of falling apart, and I was like, you know what? I need a new pair of actual headphones, over-the-ear headphones. I love traveling with them, and I was like, you know what? If I accomplish 1 month of running, maybe I'll treat myself to a new pair of headphones. So anyways, I go to look at Apple headphones because I always assumed that I would just be getting Apple headphones. I had no idea how expensive they are. They're $600. To preface this, I'm like happy to pay that if they're incredible. So what I did before like making a decision was I hopped on to stories, and I was like, guys, I feel like an idiot. I'm very late to the game in this. I had no idea how expensive Apple headphones are. Do you guys think they're worth it? Do you think other brands are comparable? Like, talk to me. What is going on? Everyone was leaving me so many thoughts. Everyone was like, the Apple headphones are amazing. Good chunk of people were saying that. And then another chunk of people were like, they're not worth it. Like, Bose is just as good. All these other headphone brands are just as good. You should save your money and get those. So I was so torn. I didn't know what I was going to do. After like talking to a lot of people and researching, and then obviously Alicia has the Apple headphones. I ran with those. The sound quality on the Apple headphones I thought were amazing, but they were kind of heavy for working out in, specifically like doing cardio. That's kind of one of the reasons I really wanted to get it, was for running. So I was like, oh, that might be a little bit of an issue. Long story short, Miss Remy Ashton messages me and goes, I'll get you Bose ones. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, you're so sweet, but no, thank you. She goes, no, 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 no. I'm currently working with them, and I would love to gift you a pair. And then to make it even better, she goes, and I'll get Jackson a pair too. They literally just came in the mail. I got a package, wasn't sure what it was. It was so extremely unnecessary of her to do that, but also so sweet. So I am so excited to start running with my new headphones. Thank you, Miss Remy Ashton, my queen. I have been trying desperately any kind of a latte art. I have been working my best, trying as best as I can to come up with something. I've got nothing. It's seriously so bad. It looks, I mean, it looks delicious, but it's there's zero art there. So all that to say, if you guys have any tips whatsoever on how to accomplish latte art, I'm talking like a basic leaf, whatever the simplest thing is, please leave me comments below on how to do that because I'm getting nowhere here. Coffee's kicking in. I'm feeling a lot better now. I was definitely hitting a wall. Sometimes when you're too tired and you're just sitting in front of your computer editing, it's really hard to not fall asleep. But I'm very excited right now. This is a bucket of coffee grounds. I bought this from Amazon to collect all the coffee grounds because I heard that if you add coffee grounds to the water that you water your plants with, they just take off. So I thought we would try that today. I have a jar here and I have a spoon. Here's the coffee grounds. It's not even a week, probably 3 days worth of grounds is what I'm thinking. We're just gonna add some water to this. Yum. Smells like a very large cup of coffee. It's very strong. I'm thinking maybe I water it down a little bit. There's so many plants in this house, so I feel like this way all the plants can get a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna water the plants fully, like to soaking. I'm just going to try to get an even amount of this into each plant. Actually cannot believe that I have yet to do this on my channel. I used to be such an avid reader in college and then I took a wild break. Like I stopped reading for a very long time. In 2020, I believe, is when I started picking it up again and I have been just an avid reader ever since. So I thought it would be so fun to just kind of list off the books that will get you into reading if you would like to become a reader in 2024. These are some of my favorite books that are super easy reads, that are very light, like you don't have to think, you can just zone out and read. You can honestly read them in like a day. And then it progressively gets a little bit more of a less easy read, but a even better, more phenomenal story, if that makes sense. The book that got me into reading in 2020, that got me back on track, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I know everyone was talking about it online around the same time. It's literally, it's not a joke. It's that good. It's so fascinating. This is my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book and I just loved it so very much. I read it during vacation with Taryn's family in Palm Springs. Highly recommend as your first kickstart into reading. The second book I read that is such an easy read that had me hook, line, and sinker was Every Last Secret by A.R. Torr. This book is all the things that I love in a book. It is a mystery, it's kind of twisted, you're not really sure what's going on. It is such a good read and it'll keep you on the edge of your seat. The two books that actually just like buried me, made me officially a reader again, are Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us and Verity. I actually don't have them because I loaned them out to people and I can't tell you where they are. Both of those books are very romancy, not smutty, kind of smutty. There's smutty sections, which we love, but they are so, so good. I could not put them down. I immediately gave them to Alicia, who then she read it, and that got her on this huge Colleen Hoover train. She's even more of a fan now, I think, than me. She's definitely read more of her books than me. So if you haven't read those, you really should, and I'm actually shocked that you haven't. It Ends With Us is coming out as a movie, so you should read that now before watching the movie. Now those were the 4 easy read books. Now we're gonna get into a little bit more of not so easy of a read, but starting out soft. This murder mystery is incredible. This is Maestra by L.S. Hilton. My boyfriend got me this for Christmas. I was shocked. There's so much in here. It's next level, a little R-rated at times, but incredibly well written. I was sad this one was over. This has all the things. There's murder, there's mystery, there is so much like high fashion and rich lifestyle in here that it's just, excellent read. I literally joined a book club for an actual second, like 3 to 4 months, and I had to bow out because I literally didn't make it to one meeting. But one of the books that we read was so good and so different from anything else I had read recently. It is a bit of a downer, so if you can't handle that, you've been warned. This is If You Tell by Greg Olson. It's a true story, which is heartbreaking about abuse and a family that is just fully deep in it, and it's tragic. It's very twisted and dark, but I couldn't put it down. A lot of the earlier ones were kind of smutty. This isn't that in any way, and this is just a really good read. I have never cried so much in my life. This is A Thousand Splendid Suns. This is by the same author that wrote The Kite Runner, which I've actually never read, and I need to put that on my list of things to do. Like I should really do that. I believe the author's name is Kaleo Husseini. I could be wrong in how I pronounce that. This book is about women and history and love and devastation in Afghanistan, and through like the war in Afghanistan and them going into Soviet occupation, and like so much different headbutting things that are all happening at one time. And this author, the way that he writes is gut-wrenching and heart-ripping, and I had to take breaks and go get tissues because I was actually sobbing. Like in the other books I cried, you know, like it was, oh, cute, pretty, they ended up together. In this one, I was devastated. Have your tissues nearby for this one. And then last but not least, this was easily, I think, one of my favorite reads from last year entirely. This was another book club one. This is Kristen Hann, The Nightingale. This is a classic. A lot of people have read this. I never had, and I'm so happy that I did. This book was so good. This is set during World War II. It's based in France, and it's about sisters and their drive and determination and love for each other and love for themselves and love for their country. I sobbed at the end, couldn't stop crying. But I will say this wasn't as easy of a read. This was definitely a little more harder, and she is thick, so this took some time. But I honestly couldn't put it down. Highly recommend you give this one a read. This is worth the time that it takes to read it. And those are all of my favorite books that I guarantee you, if you read them in the order I gave you, will make you a reader. Maybe give that a go if you want to start reading. It's a little bit later now. I just finished a very lovely restorative yoga class with the brand Osea. I've worked with them in the past. They invited me to a yoga class with them, and it was so much fun. And they gave me the most amazing little goodie bag with their new collagen dream cream. So thank you so much, Osea, for having me. My stomach has been feeling all kinds of ways today. I don't really know what's going on with it, but it's kind of perfect because I told you guys I was going to make a bone broth hot chocolate for you tonight. I think I really need it because my stomach's just feeling like bothered, you know? You're gonna heat up a saucepan. This is the bone broth I have. This is organic beef bone broth. I got this from Sprouts. This is from the brand Bonafide. And I like to do about a cup of bone broth and then about a half a cup of milk. I'm using organic milk. I like adding a powder from Bloom. This is a reishi hot cocoa superfood latte powder. In the past, I've also used the almond milk that's chocolate flavored, just because you can't have too much chocolate flavoring in the hot cocoa mix. And then to make it extra chocolatey, chocolate chips. This is the no added sugar, Hue, semi-sweet, 60% cacao chocolate chips. I usually do like about a handful. Just kind of sprinkle that in there and then take a whisk and slowly let it do its thing. It seriously smells so good. And here we have a decently good for you cup of soothing hot chocolate that is so relaxing, but specifically is going to help with your gut, is going to help with digestion, and it even has the superfoods powder from Bloom in there. So lots of good things. If you want it more chocolatey, you might want the chocolate milk, but this is plenty chocolatey for me.